Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and I wanted to get a video out there just talking about what the experience was like heading to TwitchCon and streaming officially as part of the Raid Shadow Legends booth, and give you a behind-the-scenes look at what that experience was like, and just put a bow on top of the trip from the beginning to the middle to the end now that I am back and ready to get back to work as normal. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, when I was heading there on my flight, I was kind of the last person to get there. Deadwood and Layla, and then one of our Diablo Immortal friends, Speed, they were already hanging out. They had gotten together a couple of hours before I arrived, and I arrived as the last one to get there. I got there like on Thursday afternoon, a little bit later after they had already been hanging out together, and they sent me this selfie while I was taking off for my last flight to come into San Diego, showing me that they were kind of waiting for me to join them. And then Deadwood picked me up at the airport, and was already with Layla, Darth, and Speed, and it was super cool. We all got along instantly. We've all known each other and been talking for years and hanging out in different Discord servers and doing all sorts of collabs and talking off camera. So there was no like awkward silence or awkward moments. We instantly gelled and we all got along as friends. We piled into Deadwood's car, and then we went to the hotel to check in. We dropped off our luggage and all of our bags, and then we kind of prepared for hanging out that night because we got there on Thursday, but none of us had to perform or really do anything crazy until Friday. I believe Layla had to perform on Friday afternoon and maybe once or two different times, and then or Friday morning, sorry, and then I was Friday afternoon, and then Deadwood had his own slot on Saturday. Then this was kind of like one of the main walkways when you walk into TwitchCon. They have like this big banner there for people that wanted to take pictures in front of it and all that. So we went there after dropping off all of our stuff at our respective hotels. We went to the actual venue, and then we waited in line to get our badges, our lanyards that you can see us wearing around our necks and stuff like that. So we had to get with Twitch staff and verify our identity, and then get the respective lanyards to get us around to the different partner and exhibitor events there at TwitchCon. They had it kind of got confusing a little bit because we had two different roles on our badge. If I zoom in here, can I zoom in a little bit on mine? Yeah, you see how it's got two different colors here at the bottom of my badge. This one up here, this top one, says partner, and then this one down here says exhibitor. And we kind of got screwed over at first because we just got exhibitor badges, so it only had this red part on the bottom, and so we couldn't get into any of the partner stuff because our badge didn't say partner. So that first night, that Thursday night, there was a partner event going on. We tried to go to it, and we were not allowed to enter, even though we were partners. Our badge didn't say partner, so the security at the front door would not let us in. So then on Friday, that next day, we went in and waited in line and talked with Twitch staff, told them about that, and they were able to get us a badge that had both of these partner and exhibitor things on the bottom there, so we could actually use our badges and get around where we needed to go. Now, at the actual Raid Shadow Legends booth, or the Plarium place they had set up, this is a shot of me just kind of randomly chilling there in the Plarium lounge area. You can see that big poster behind me is for Mech Arena. Plarium was featuring two different games at their booth, Mech Arena and Raid Shadow Legends. So they had like 4 different computers set up. I think they had 2 apiece for Raid Shadow Legends and also for Mech Arena, so that different spectators and different people that are attending TwitchCon could walk up to the Plarium area and either chill in the lounge or go ahead and sample Raid Shadow Legends or Mech Arena if they wanted to try either game. So right here is Darth Micro chilling at the Raid Shadow Legends, kind of sample account PC where people could show up and give Raid Shadow Legends a try. And you can see this was a souped up hyper account where it literally had like 1,000 sacreds, and you could just sit there and YOLO to your heart's content. So obviously Darth found his way over to that station and spent a little bit of time YOLOing shards. So the true, and we had to get a picture of Darth at the true true whale pod experience with obviously this thousands and thousands of dollars of shards right here at his disposal to go ahead and YOLO. And then this is what the Raid Shadow Legends streaming booth, exhibitor booth looked like from the outside. So it was this little like phone booth kind of area, and you would go in there and you had the light that you could adjust and get to your liking, which I didn't know the first day. So the light was super harsh on my face because the light was like down low and right in my face, so it kind of looked like crap on my stream. I wish I would have adjusted it before I went. Deadwood, this is right here during Deadwood's stream, so I kind of told him that. I was like, hey, like, go ahead and adjust that light up. I didn't know we could do that yesterday, so we got it raised up so the light wasn't quite so harsh on Deadwood's stream, and you could see Darth Micra hanging out in there with him. And then the guy over here on the left is one of the Plarium staff that was there. They were all super cool. There wasn't anybody there from the Ukraine side of things, like Cyrillia or Banana Jam or any of the people that you would know from like the community announcements. This was more of the Plarium team from Israel, where it was like the more marketing side of things than the actual game development. But they had about, it looked like 6 or 7 Plarium employees there. They had different like stations they were running. They had one of those like claw games where you try to grab a prize. They had a photo booth where you could where it was like a mech arena themed photo booth, and then just helping to make sure that we had what we needed when we were getting ready for our stream and all of that. But it was really fun to chat with them because they were all super nice and amazing. And then this is the picture that I had up during the intro, and this is I took this like seconds after that last picture that you saw. So I went over closer to the booth and took that selfie during Deadwood's stream while Deadwood and Darth were hanging out during his broadcast. So that was me just a couple feet away from them on the outside of the booth. And then flipping things around, this was during my stream when Darth was YOLOing shards for me, and then Layla and Deadwood were hanging out in the Plarium area and kind of trolling me from behind. So that's kind of both sides of what it looked like during my stream and then during Deadwood's stream when I was on the outside instead. And then they had this huge monument. So this is to the side. So behind that Raid Shadow Legends big display is where the booth was, and where that like hangout spot was, where I was sitting in the chair relaxing and all of that. So this was their area at TwitchCon, and that like gray carpet on the ground kind of represents the amount of space and the amount of area that they had at TwitchCon. They honestly had a pretty good spot. It was kind of right in the middle as you walk in and go straight down Main Street at the massive venue of TwitchCon, and there was Plarium's station right there. You walk down and it was just to your right after entering into TwitchCon. And then behind that display is where all of the like the booth and the hangout and the stuff was that I was showing you here just a little bit ago. So yeah, that's me in front of the big Raid Shadow Legends display. And then on the very bottom right, that was a little Plarium gift bag they gave us. It had like an Ultimate Death Knight t-shirt in it, and it had a Mech Arena t-shirt in it. It had a Raid Shadow Legends hat in it, and just some different little goodies, like some stickers. They've got like the different affinities for Raid Shadow Legends, the different stickers if you want to like put it on your PC or something. So it was just a little Plarium gift bag themed around Mech Arena and Raid Shadow Legends. And then this was us 3 Raid Shadow Legends exhibitors right next to that booth. You can see the Raid Shadow Legends streaming booth behind us, and we just kind of posed for a picture in front of it. Obviously, you've got me right there on the far left, and then Deadwood Jedi in the middle, and then Layla Fox over on the right. So we had Layla going first on like Friday morning, and then we had me Friday afternoon, and then Deadwood was on Saturday afternoon to wrap up the 3 of us and our commitment there at TwitchCon performing for Raid. So then afterwards, when we were done with our obligations there at the Plarium exhibit at Twitch, we went to an AMG party. So a lot of you will recognize Ash, Raid Shadow Legends, pictured right there on the far right, and he is part of an organization called Aftershock Media Group, one of the leaders there in that organization, and they represent a lot of us in the Raid Shadow Legends creation scene, where they help us with guidance on on navigating the content creation landscape and sponsorship deals and all sorts of stuff like that. They are an amazing service. I've been with them for like 3 years. They've been representing me and working with me. And so this was at that AMG party where we got to meet like Ash and some of the people from the AMG side of things. And we had like a little bowling alley section that they had rented out for a few hours. And we were just having a few drinks and hanging out and laughing with each other and taking pictures. And this was like the after party or whatever after we were done with our obligations at TwitchCon, where we all went up there to the party where we got to meet Ash and some of those people from the organizational AMG side of things. And one thing that kind of stood out to me is how everyone is exactly how you would expect from their content. So over the course of the years and the hundreds of videos that everybody has done, by now everybody's personality has kind of shown through. There wasn't any surprises. There wasn't any like, oh, this person is super quiet and then they're ridiculously outgoing, or this person is way different in person and they're putting on like a character in their videos. Everyone was exactly what you would expect, and it was like meeting a friend that you've known for years, even though none of us had met in person. So yeah, everything went great. The trip was a 10 out of 10. It was a lot of fun from start to finish, and getting to meet some of these people in the community that I've known for years. So I'm very excited that I went, and hopefully we get to do more things like this. Hopefully this isn't like a one-off thing. Hopefully there are more events to go to, more things to do, more things to bring the community together, because I want other people to experience that as well. It was a blast, and I would definitely go again if there was an opportunity to hang out with all these people. So yeah, just a fun video explaining what going to TwitchCon was like from my perspective, and showing you what some of the things looked like and some of the different pictures of the different areas. We did actually record a bunch of like vlog type stuff there with like a handheld camera and some like pin-on microphones and stuff that I really wish I could show you, but Deadwood said the audio didn't come out right, so it would just be like like that, so it didn't really work. But so that's why I'm showing you like some pictures and stuff and doing my best to explain what the event was like. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that insight into what the TwitchCon trip was like, and a massive thank you to Plarium for including me in the event. It was a lot of fun to get to meet some of the people from their end and chat with them about the game and give some of my feedback on some of the different stuff going on in Raid in general in the community. And they were very attentive and wanted to hear what we had to say and all that. So yeah, anyway, let me know if you have any questions down below. I'd be happy to go through the comments and answer them as best I can. And massive shout out to all the really cool people that I got to hang out with, like Deadwood and Layla and Darth and Speed and all the people from Plarium and Ash and all the people at AMG. It could not have gone better. It was a 10 out of 10 amazing time. But yeah, anyway, that'll do it for me on this one. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.